No doubt, it's 99 JAMZ, KFoxx alongside Ky-Mani Marley. I love it when family comes through. Thank you so much for hanging out with me.
Thanks for having us.
Oh my goodness. Last time, was it the last time that we saw each other? Big ups to my brother Gil Green. He actually connected us. I was a cameo. Well, not a cameo. I was a lead girl in your video for one time.
One time, yeah, one.
I was getting my acting on.
See that history.
A lot of history. I had a good time. Your son is here. He was in the video. So I was like, wait a minute. I know his face. It's amazing. Ky-Mani, so thank you so much for coming through. Let's talk about the Maestro Marley Cup that's happening.
Yeah, so, on September 2nd.
Who's calling you? Who's calling your phone? Tell them you in an interview right now.
I should have turned that off.
It's okay.
My bad on that. Yeah, so the Maestro Marley Cup, September 2nd, and it's geared around, it's for me it's a family event, we're very big on family, and so for me it's a family event, and I think soccer is the world sport, and it brings people from, different backgrounds, and reggae music does the same thing, so I thought, that would be a great fusion to be able to bring out the family, not just to enjoy music, but to also enjoy a day of fun, there'll be other activities there for the children as well, so it's like making this big collaborative family reunion kind of vibes.
How long have you been playing soccer?
All my life, soccer was my first love.
Mm-hmm.
Football as we know it in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
So football was definitely my first love before I even had any idea that music would, be a part of my life.
Now, you're the son, of course, of the legendary Bob Marley. How old were you when he passed?
I was 5 years old.
Okay, so talk to me. I mean, do you remember, what was the experience like? Do you remember him being in your life?
I have one memory of my father.
Okay.
And that memory was, him picking me up from Falmouth, where I live, was going up into the hills. He had my older brother Stephen with us as well, and my memory is that he had brought back a slingshot from America. So it wasn't the one that we typically made just from the tree branch, but it was one that was well crafted. And me and Stephen went out in the bush to shoot at birds at the time, and on the way back, somehow the slingshot came up missing. So Stephen was telling me that, I lost the slingshot, Daddy's gonna beat you.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, no, I didn't lose the slingshot, you did. And I remember getting back to the house and he was standing in this doorway, and I just remember innocently walking up to him and saying, Daddy, me lose the slingshot. Daddy, I lost the slingshot. And he looked down and he laughed. And I knew I wasn't getting a beating, so I went back to play.
So it was all love.
It was all love.
Oh my goodness, that just brought me chills.
Yeah,
why do you think that it's so important to carry on his legacy and just like his message of love and unity?
Yeah, because it's the message, it not only what we see that, he has done to the world, for the world, but, it's that message of unity. It's that message of wanting to fight for your rights, it's get up, stand up, it's revolution, and it's important because that is a message that we need, especially in these times today. So that is a message that is definitely necessary, and I think for the family, for the brothers, it's important to carry on that legacy.
I agree. How many siblings do you have? How many of there are you?
It's 11 of us total.
Wow.
Yeah.
So who's the peacemaker? Who's the troublemaker? Who is who's the goofball? Who's the one that unites everybody? Who's the one that keeps the communication going?
Listen,
Talk to me.
I'm definitely I would be the troublemaker.
Oh.
I'm gonna take that position.
Okay.
And my brother Stephen is really the one that keep the family together in a certain way, especially the brothers. I tell him all the time too, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have the relationship we have, because he's the only one that does it the way that he does it. And yeah.
I love that. I have 3 older brothers, so we all play our roles. I'm the baby, so everybody has their roles. So yeah. I don't have you guys have a way bigger family, but I get it. I get all the roles that we play. But I was checking out your Instagram, and you are quite the adventurous person. You have an electric surfboard.
Yeah, promoting an electric surfboard.
I mean,
yeah.
Not only do you play soccer, but you're a surfer.
We try a little bit of everything. Life is here to be lived. So, if it's something that sparks your interest, why not give it a shot? Sometimes you never know, got into screenwriting as well, and it was the same thing. You know, it was just like you have these ideas and these dreams that you would like to do, but you sit back and do nothing, and then nothing tried, nothing done. So you never know. We have hidden talents inside of us that, you know, I think a lot of us still haven't explored as yet because of fear of failing.
Yeah.
You know, and we should eliminate fear. And once we can eliminate fear, we'll find our godlike self. We can become our godlike self.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's not only are you a talented soccer player, electric surfboard rider, screenwriter, but actor, Shatters. You made your debut in Shatters, the legendary Shatters. Talk to me about that experience. I mean, because people want... Go ahead.
That was a wonderful experience. I think what made Shatters so special was, you know, you had a bunch of friends in a situation that everyone was pretty new to. So, you know, we was in this comfort zone where we didn't feel any pressure about maybe like a movie company on your back or anything like that. So everyone was, you know, in a space where they could be themselves, enjoying a moment, not knowing, you know, what was really happening at the time, not knowing the impact that this movie would have, you know. And yeah, so it was a wonderful experience, and you know, hopefully they've been talking about this part 2 for some time now, but...
You know what's so crazy? I actually auditioned to play like the reporter for part 2, but it didn't come into fruition. So what's the rumor? What's happening for Shatters 2?
Well, you know, the talks are back on the table now again. And so let's see. You know, I know the script is there. I know the talent is there, but, you know, let's see what the rest of it, you know, how that works out.
Okay, speaking of movies, Bob Marley, Love. I saw the 3-minute trailer that is out right now, but the movie's set for next year.
Yeah.
Did the family have anything to do with this movie? What?
Yeah, my brother Ziggy spearheaded that entire project, you know, so really looking forward to that, because that is as close to perfect as, you know, as you're going to get it. You know, he was there, you know, every step of the way to make sure, you know, that the story is being told the right way. Right.
Did you get a chance to check out any of the... Is it just did you get a chance to check out any of what's happening with the movie now?
I'm seeing some clips. I saw some clips, you know, so I know what it looked like, what the feel is like, and yeah, but that's in its entirety, no, not as yet.
Because like I've been hearing, just people just don't want it to, you know, they're nervous about it.
No, man. Yeah,
you know, should we be nervous about this movie? We want to make
no.
sure that you guys are hands-on with this movie.
Yeah, all right. You're going to like it. You're going to love it.
Okay.
You're going to love it.
Okay.
For sure, because I'm loving it.
Okay.
You know, what I've seen so far.
Thank goodness. Now, I want to talk about the 50 years of hip-hop. We just celebrated the 50 years of hip-hop. And, of course, 50... As far as hip-hop is concerned, it embraces all different types of genres.
Right.
So I want to know from you, either your top reggae artists or your top MCs. Who are your top 5?
Oh, whoa. Oh, my jeez. My top 5.
I'm putting you on the spot right now.
All right. So I'm my top 5.
And it can go anywhere you want, because we're not limited in hip-hop. We're everywhere.
No, my top 5 is going to be my top 5.
Okay. Ky-Mani Marley's top 5.
I'm going with Pac.
Okay.
Right. I'm going with Biggie.
Okay.
I'm going with Wayne.
Okay. Okay. Right. Carter 3?
I'm going with Wayne.
Okay.
I'm going with Jay. And my final, I gotta be careful who I pick.
No. I'll give you an honorable mention if you need it. If you need an honorable mention, I'm going to give you an honorable mention.
Give me an honorable mention.
No, you got to hit the number 5 and then an honorable mention.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Damn.
This is always a struggle for people. It's always a struggle. They don't want to piss off anybody.
Nah, you don't. You know,
but it's all about you and what hip hop means to you and what it represents. So go for your gut. You got an honorable mention, so that's a good thing.
Go for my gut. All right. When in my my early days, I was but do I put him there? I'm a big Scarface fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a bad one.
I'm a big Scarface.
Scarface is legendary.
Yeah. And my honorable mention?
Yes. This should be a fun one.
Whew. Hey, you put me on the spot. Nah.
Who your son said?
Who you said?
Jada Kiss.
Oh, Kiss. You said Kiss. Okay,
Top 5 Dead or Alive. But is that yours though? That's your son's. Is that yours?
Is that yours?
No. I run with Kiss. No, definitely. That's why it's so hard because there's so many names. You don't know who listening. You be like, hey, you ain't call me. What you talking about? You ain't call me. Don't call me that.
But either way,
Yeah.
it's what moves you. It's what drives you. You know.
Yeah. I run with Jada, of course.
Okay.
You know, I'm a Miami boy, so you know I bump Trick hard as well. So
Shouts to T Double D.
Yeah, definitely.
So talk to me about your music projects and what's happening.
All right, so I got a new album on the way, right? New look, new image, new feel, new sound, new music. You know, I'm always pushing the envelope. So
Wait, you said new look. Well, how long have you? When did you cut your locks off?
I cut my locks going on a year now.
Oh, how do you feel?
I feel good.
Yeah?
I mean, it
Because
wasn't an
your hair
overnight
holds a
decision.
lot of memories and
Energy.
energy. So how do you feel about cutting your locks off? It's been about a year.
And yeah, it's something for me that was necessary, you know, at the time, you know, just where I was in life, things that I was going through. And as I say, I feel like the hair was carrying a lot of energy and a lot of, you know, in the process of growing my locks, you know, I also felt like there was too many different hands in my head as well. So, you know, I decided after 8 months of contemplating that, you know, I was going to cut it and start fresh. You know, I was going to take a time in this space right now and do some things and, you know, before I start growing them forward again, right? Before I grow them back. So just going through some changes in life, man. And it was necessary because, you know, when I did cut my locks, that very moment, I felt like 1,000 pounds lifted off my shoulders.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's how I knew it was necessary.
Yeah. Well, I'm loving the hat. I'm loving the hat. I'm loving the whole steez.
Why, thank you.
Yes. So when can we look out for this project?
It's coming hopefully early next year. I was trying to get it out this year. The project is ready. Mixing, just working out some, you know, just finalizing, you know, strategies, marketing and promotion, so on and so forth, and see, you know, what makes sense, what time makes sense. So, but at some point, I would love to play some of the new unreleased music just to get your thoughts.
I'm here.
All right.
I'm here. And if you need me for the video again, I'm there too.
We do that. We do that.
Shouts to Gil
definitely.
Green, what they do. So the Maestro Marley Cup is going down Labor Day weekend. The Marley Brothers and the Circle's going to be there as well.
And the circle will be there.
Soccer, food.
Food.
Can we talk about the food that's going to be there?
All kinds of food, Caribbean food, you know, Spanish food, some Haitian food, and you know, just a nice variety of different spices and flavors.
And it's going to be at the Hollywood Arts Park, Young Circle in Hollywood, Florida, 33020. So make sure you come through, and we're going to all come together in love and unity.
I love it.
I can't wait. Ky-Mani Marley, thank you so much for hanging out with your girl. Every day, all day. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your legacy, and thank you so much for coming through.
Thanks for having me.